हाय गाइस, अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो रेड कलर के बटन को प्रेस करके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन टू गेट द लेटेस्ट notifications. In this video, we will study how we can deal with data in Python. Different type of data. Next, we will talk about reference variable and how we can store the data. Okay, so let us start this video. Python has a predefined set of data types to handle the data in a program. We can store any type of data in Python. Data can be of any type. It can be character, integer, or real number, complex number, or string. Anything that is enclosed in inverted commas is considered as a string in Python. Any value with fraction part is a real value. True or false specifies Boolean value. You can see Python supports the following core data type. First is number. Number data type store numerical values. For example, 10, 15, 3.5. In Python, each value is an object and has data type associated with it. Python can easily differentiate one data type from another when you write and run your statement. Int stands for integer. Floating point number. Floating point numbers are written with a decimal point that separates the integer from the fractional numbers. For example, 3.14, 6.0, etc. Next is complex number. Complex number in Python are made up of a pair of real and imaginary number. For example, x plus yj, x plus iota y, where x is the real part and y is the imaginary part. Next is string. String is a sequence of characters that can be a combination of letters, numbers, and special symbols enclosed within the quotation marks, single or double quotes or triple quote. For example, Pankaj. So here Pankaj is a string. Next is Boolean. Boolean data type represents one of the two values that is either true or false. Next is none. This is a special data type with a single value. It is used to signify the absence of any value or condition. Means we have not given any value, we have not assigned any value to the variable. So it is represented by none. Python does not display anything when we give a command to display the value of a variable containing the value as none. So as you can see that numbers can be of any type, that is integer, floating point, complex number. Sequence can be classified into string, tuple, list. We have already covered all these in the separate video. If you haven't watched the previous videos, then I will give you the link in the description box. Next we will understand the type of data in Python. If you want to determine the type of a variable, i.e. that is what type of a value does it holds or points to, then the type function can be used. For example, type in the bracket we have written 10. So it belongs to the class int. Int stands for integer. Next we have written type in the bracket we have written 8.2. So we get the class that is float. So it is a decimal number, floating number. Next type in the bracket we have written 22 upon 7. So it belongs to the class that is float. Type true. So it belongs to the class Boolean. Type in the bracket we have written false. So it belongs to the class that is Boolean. Next is type in the bracket we have written hello. So it belongs to the class str. Str stands for string. Next we have written x is equal to hello, w is equal to 18, c is equal to 3 plus 2j, pi is equal to 3.14159. Now we will check the data type of all these variables. Type x, so it belongs to the class that is str. Type y, it belongs to the class int, integer. Type pi, it belongs to the class float. Type c, it belongs to the class complex. Values are assigned to variables using assignment operator. Next we will study mutable and immutable types. In Python, the objects can be categorized into two types, that is mutable and immutable. Mutable means which can be changed and immutable means which cannot be changed. For example, consider these following statements. P is equal to 10, Q is equal to P, R is equal to 10. So here we have assigned value 10 to the variable that is P. So P represents 10. Next, we have taken Q is equal to P. So the value which was initially given to P variable, that is now equal to Q. So the value of Q is also equal to 10. Next, we have written R is equal to 10. So all these variables represents 10. Now try to change the values. We have written P is equal to 17, R is equal to 7, Q is equal to 9. Now do the values actually change? Let us see it in detail so that you will be able to understand it properly. In Python, the values are actually objects. So the value that is 10 represents an object. It is an object. Now we have assigned A is equal to 10. So A is a reference variable. Variable names are actually their reference names. So here 10 is an object and A is its reference name. Similarly, if we assign 10 to a variable B, then B will refer to the same object, that is 10. Here we have taken two variables, both with the same location. Now if we change the value of B, like B is equal to 20, then a new object will be created with a new location, that is 20, and this object will be referred by B. I hope now your concept is cleared. In Python, following data types come under mutable and immutable data types. Mutable means that it can be changed. So in mutable, we have list, dictionaries and sets. And in immutable means which cannot be changed. In immutable, we have integers, float, boolean, string and tuples. Okay, pay attention to the following commands. A is equal to 4. Type, in the bracket we have written 4. So here 4 is an object and its class is int. Int stands for integer. Now we have type A. Here A is referencing to the object which is of int class. So when we type print 4, so in the output we get 4. And when we type print A, then also we get 4 because A is equal to 4. We have assigned value 4 to variable that is A. So when we type print 4, in the output we get 4, and when we type print A, we get 4. So the output will be same. Next, if we want to check the memory location of object 4, here value 4 and variable A are showing the same ID, means 4 is an object being referenced by A. That's why they are keeping the same ID. In Python, input function is used to take input which takes input in the form of string. But if you want to change the type of the data that we take as an input, then you can do the typecasting. It will be typecasted as per the requirement. For example, if you want to calculate the volume of a cylinder, int, in the bracket we will type input, in the bracket we will write enter the radius of the cylinder. So now we are taking the input from the user which will be converted into the integer data type. Similarly, we will let the user to enter the height. Then we will apply the formula volume is equal to 3.14 into radius into height. Then we will print the volume of the cylinder. I hope you like this video. Do give your valuable suggestions and write in the comment box on which topic you want us to make video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video.